Hola amigos, yo soy su nuevo presidente, el señor Donaldo J. Trumpo. Your ex-presidente, el señor Maduro, is no longer your presidente. He kept talking shit, and fucking around, though, and he ultimately found out, though. Anyway, we're going to make Venezuela grande again. Mucho grande. El bigger y el better than ever before. We're going to drill, baby drill. We're going to have a big, beautiful fiesta, all the tacos you want. Mucho mariachi, sexy mamacitas, and delicious margaritas. And President Trump is going to be el DJ, okay? Muchas gracias, muchachos. Y let's make el Venezuela grande again. Arriba el Venezuela, amigos.
It's not just the American election that people are going to find out that there were some problems. It starts off with the drug raid, but of course America works on narratives. We need a narrative to first move in to capture this motherfucker. There's a reason why I think he's having all these spit checks. I'm going to put on my conspiracy theorist hat. It's a possibility, let's say Maduro made a deal because he knows the hammer that's coming down, and China possibly could have gotten Maduro, left threats, or could have been begging for him not to reveal certain information after he get picked up with Trump. You got to understand, these guys have intel like we've never seen before. I got to talk like Trump. But the thing that I don't know is, what if he possibly made a deal, and that deal involves giving up all the information that we're going to find out about election fraud? People keep saying that I seem crazy about it. Well, I'm willing to put my face behind it and a video behind it to say that you're going to find out this has a lot to do with election fraud.
Can hardly wait to put forth all the evidence we have collected on Dominion, starting with the fact it was created to produce altered voting results in Venezuela for Hugo Chavez, and then shipped internationally to manipulate votes for purchase in other countries, including this one. It was funded by money from Venezuela and Cuba, and China has a role in it also. We have staggering statistical evidence. We have staggering testimony from witnesses, including one who was personally in briefings when all of this was discussed and planned, beginning with Hugo Chavez and how it was designed there, and then saw it happening in this country. As soon as the state shut down on election night and stopped counting, those are the states where the most egregious problems occurred. We also need to look at, and we're beginning to collect evidence on the financial interests of some of the governors and secretaries of state who actually bought into the Dominion systems to line their own pockets by getting a voting machine in that would either make sure their election was successful or they got money for their family from it. Well, for fraud this serious, I think even if the states are stupid enough to go ahead and certify the votes where we know the machines were operating and producing altered election results, then they will be set aside by the fraud also. I mean, we are talking about hundreds of thousands of votes. President Trump won this election in a landslide. It's going to be irrefutable.
So we have here a group of people that they are protesting because they want no more war in Venezuela. But all these people, there's nobody here from Venezuela. So from all these people, nobody is from Venezuela. This is people from United States, this is people from other places, but there's no people from Venezuela. And actually, I am from Venezuela. Andrés Bermúdez Portillo, from Maracaibo, Venezuela. I spent time in jail because of the regime of Nicolás Maduro. We have 25 years with a dictatorship. And right now, in the moment that somebody take attention of that situation, people decide to protest because they don't want war. So in the past 5 years of 30 million of people that live in Venezuela, more than 10 million leave the country. So these people is right now protesting because they don't want that we, the Venezuelan people, recover our freedom.
In July of 21, actually before that, we told them in June, we told them that we suspected, from what we're seeing, 25,000 plus counterfeit, inauthentic ballots. That was early on in the process. Again, because of propaganda by the GOP's attorney, the GOP, other conservative operatives, they planted the seed inside this that you can't trust that, no, that's not it, etc. You'll hear more about it. But every one of the people up there knew this in advance, even of this hearing today. Now, the reason I bring that up is they had well over a year and a half to react to this so it wouldn't be duplicated in 2022, but they didn't. They did nothing, and they allowed it.
Make sure you share this live once he gets up there. We need all Texans to see him, to see his name, and to hear what he has to say. Doc's campaign is grassroots driven. He is not taking PAC money. He is not taking special interest money, and he is not taking political endorsements. And we are up against a $100 million machine with Abbott. So this is going to take the people of Texas to unite behind him so we can get rid of the problem. A little bit more about Doc, who I'll speak on while he's working his way up here. During COVID in 2020, he refused to give his soldiers the vaccine without informed consent, and Abbott fired him for that. And another point, he has been down on the border dealing with cartels and doing his best to divert the children from the trafficking situation we've had at the Texas border for quite a few years now. Over 300,000 missing migrant children, the last count. And he requested resources from Abbott to address the problems, and those resources never came. Y'all could do a favor, like and share this live while he makes his way up from conversations. We need all Texans on board for this. To me, it does not matter if you are red, you're blue. We as Texans need to unite. If you normally vote blue, that's great. Please share Doc's name to those that you know that vote red so we can work together on that end. And if you do vote red, explore your options. We have a very good candidate right here. Greg Abbott has been in for 3 terms. He's actually been in Texas governance since I graduated high school in 95. Well, he got in 96. And I can say as Gen X, my life has not improved since Greg Abbott entered our state government. It has actually declined, and I think most people can agree with that. All right. A few more people that are supposed to be here. Looks like getting them off to a late start, waiting on them, I was just told. But hang out, don't leave, or come back.
The tea people got sick tonight. But he's following you on TikTok.
They're waiting.
When they're off, so there's a few more folks. You know, we're getting a late start. I thought I'd let you know. You okay?
Getting a pretty good turnout in here. I'm turning it. I'm not going to turn it all the way, but. If you want to learn more about the campaign, you can go to docpetechambers.org. You can also sign up to volunteer. All right, looks like he's headed. I see him headed up. All right. Hospital here.